My name is Khoso Divi and I'm a former public servant. There's a question that I've been curious about for many, many years. And I've been curious about it because I was born in a developing world and I grew up in a developing world. And I have noticed that every time a country in a developing world proposes or pursues an alternative economic model, it gets undermined through sanctions, through disinvestment, through the withdrawal of aid. Uganda is a recent example. It happened in South America. It happens all over the developing world. But here's the story of China, which seems to have overcome all of that, which has displayed unbelievable resilience against any threats of any nature by Western countries allied and led by the United States in particular. But China seems to have overcome all these changes, all these threats, all this. How did you do it? That's just my question.
As for the U.S. sanctions, indeed, China is a continental size, and China now has the world's most comprehensive set of industries. In other words, I don't remember the exact figure. Of all the United Nations designated branches and sub-branches of industries, China has all of them. That's why we have this manufacturing power and also the engineers bonus. You have the engineers who can design projects and build projects, and people are hardworking, they can bear all kinds of difficulties. So basically, you have reached a point of tipping point. In other US sanctions will have no effect. There is certain effect. United States has already sanctioned 1,300 Chinese enterprises. So since Donald Trump, over the past 4 or 5 years, but none of them got bankrupt. They all have survived well, including Huawei. Huawei is making huge profits, And basically, we have this kind of, if you agree with my assessment on the Chinese success in 4 industrial revolutions in one, basically, United States depends more on China than China depends on United States, full stop. So from day one of the trade war, I made a prediction against many predictions, even among Chinese scholars, as the United States will lose the trade war. And if they fight a big war, they will lose bigger. If they fight a small war, they will lose small. So that's my basic assessment. That's true in the end. 95% increased taxes are paid by American companies, American consumers, full stop. The United States is also losing the tech war. Why? So, because you can read an article just published 2 weeks ago in National Interest. The author of this article is called David Goldman. It's very easy to remember, David Goldman. The title is United States is losing the tech war with China. Basically, Chinese most advanced technologies, AI, big data, quantum technology, are connected with China's powerful manufacturing industries. And he said in the United States, because of the hollowing out of this industry, manufacturing, as a result, it cannot sustain this kind of AI application for its economy. So it's AI is used for making poems, for liberal arts, but not for all branches of the economy. But in China, it's really updating, improving the quality. All the harbors, most of them in China now, it's 5G connected. You don't need any human being to cooperate. Same with the Chinese electric cars. Now, if you look at China's trade structure, the goods China exports, it used to be textiles, T-shirt, shoes. Now it's electric cars, this is solar energy equipment, and then the new energy batteries. When you have United States, when this industry is hollow out, manufacturing is hollow out, as a result, its sanctions are no longer that effective. And I think the United States will learn a lot of lessons from its trade war and sanctions against China. Same with developing countries. Increasingly, they feel that if we are under sanction by the United States, we simply do trade with China. Alone, we can overcome these difficulties. See, Argentina, problem of the shortage of dollar. Then they began to trade with China. And we borrow the dollar. We have too much dollar. We don't need that much, And then they give us all kinds of goods, whatever. So there is this kind of way. That's why the global South is now more independent. I look at the latest news when Russian leader Putin held this Russia-African summit. 40 African countries participated, half of them heads of state. Unbelievable in the past. So Africans can say no to the United States. We don't care. We go there. Russians are friends. So this is very different. Then if you look at this last year's trade figure, the largest surplus nation is China. Second largest is Russia, despite all the sanctions against Russia. And third largest is Saudi Arabia. So there is an interesting idea from the Chinese language. The Chinese language is very amazing. United States launched a currency war against Russia. Currency in the Chinese language is written this way: goods and money. So Russia has done a wonderful thing. It turned this currency war against Russia into a war between goods and money. You have money, but we have goods. Your money cannot buy our goods. That means South is no longer poor. We have all kinds of, goods available. Not only manufactured goods like China, but also natural resources. That's important. Yes. So we should, become the master of our own natural resources. That's the whole message from this recent coup d'etat in Niger. And whatever the result, I don't know. But obviously we have uranium, we have gold. Why we are so poor? They are controlled by foreign countries. So that's the message. So Russia has turned this into, in the end, the Russian currency also has been appreciating.